Welcome back, everybody. It's the No Neutral Zone podcast, obviously. Yeah, these are trying times. Well, not really. Actually, we're in playoffs, so we're not in like any sports drought or anything.
Yeah,
Um,
not yet.
every week I say this. How are we doing, Brandon?
Doing good. Had a pretty productive day. Editing and all that jazz.
Yeah.
Spent time with the fam. Other than that, I mean, shit, yeah, had a good day. What about you?
Just worked, whatnot. Made a little video. But speaking of editing, that will be out. It's me and him had a basketball one-on-one. You'll see what happens, but
Yeah,
with my reaction, you can guess exactly what happened.
yeah.
Um,
I mean, it's up in the air. We don't know who won.
no, you'll have to see both part one and part two, which they'll be uploaded around
Yeah,
the same time. I'm not gonna make anyone wait. Like that's ridiculous.
yeah. Can't be
Um,
serious.
but there are some things to talk about. Gonna talk about a new sport. Well, not a new sport in general, but like a new sport to this program.
The
Obviously,
program.
we'll have our basics. Oof, is that a voice crack?
Ooh. No. We'll slap past that. No voice
We're
crack.
gonna have our basics. Obviously, like we start every week. NASCAR.
NASCAR.
The boys were in Texas. Very hard to pass there. Hold on. It's kind of looks Chase Elliott. Not in this exact scheme, but Amazon Prime. His Amazon Prime scheme this year is so much cooler.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of want it. Yeah, Chase Elliott wins. Denny Hamlin second. Carson Hocevar in seventh. Ryan Blaney had himself a crazy day.
Yeah,
So
he
yeah,
was he was
how
a
do you feel about
10.
that?
I mean, didn't race that great, in my opinion. Obviously, I mean he finished top 10, so I mean, kudos to him.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I mean it just wasn't one of his better races. I won't lie. Because I think a lot of times he was out of the top 15, I think, or a good amount of it.
Yeah.
But I mean, finishes top 10. I'll take the points. I mean, still top five. I think he's four in placement points still, and then I mean Chase Elliott gets his second win. So shout out Chase Elliott. He did pretty well.
Mm-hmm. Very well. That car was a rocket ship. No catching him.
I know.
And
He won
Texas is
stage
hard to
two,
pass.
right? Like he took. I think he won.
Uh,
Was that somebody? I
I know
thought he
Eric
won a stage.
Jones took his first stage ever, which is sick.
Yeah.
Um, Chase Elliott probably had stage 2 and 3. I'm assuming.
Hmm.
Carson Hocevar had second in stage 1. I think he had a
Hmm.
stage point. He had stage points in the first two stages, which it was only him and like Chase Elliott that had those, which is
Yeah.
cool. Obviously, seventh place not ideal, but again, they're climbing up the ranks. Last week, P8 in points, P6 in points.
He's six now.
Look at
Right. Yeah.
that! Come on now. Um,
Uh,
Not mad at the race. I think. I mean, there's not like no one was catching Chase Elliott. We weren't even catching. The car had issues all day. It was like too tight, and
mm-hmm.
then they made adjustments, and it was like I don't know. They couldn't find the right balance, but still having a top 10 and progressing in the points is better than doing something stupid and ruining your day. Ryan Blaney,
Yeah.
however, he was like a non-factor until the end of the race. It was actually very surprising to see him in the top 10. Finally, I
Yeah.
think he had an okay pit, maybe. Don't know.
Finally,
Same thing with Tyler
it was like
Reddick.
not. Yeah.
Tyler
Yeah.
Reddick was a non-factor, but that's their whole plan. They want to be trash until the end.
Till the last minute, just
Exactly.
locks back in.
Yeah. Um, there's a
Chase
couple.
Elliott moves up in the rankings
Oh
too.
yeah, he's nasty.
Yeah, he's like P3 now, I think.
He's up
So
there with championship contenders when it comes to like Hendrick Motorsports because Kyle Larson is still on his winless streak of like 30 something races. The last time he won a race, he didn't even have his second championship. So it's pretty crazy to think about. What else? There's a couple storylines. Kyle Busch got really angry at John Hunter Nemechek,
oh yeah.
intentionally wrecked him, and then ruined his what could have been a top 10 day. And then that's pretty disappointing. And then Ryan Preece got angry with Ty Gibbs, had a little thing going on with him, and he got fined like
He got fined, right?
50,000, something like that. And
Yeah.
then he lost 25 not stage
Yeah,
points, just
something
25
crazy.
points. And you got to draw a line on when you find people and when you deduct points, because if Kyle Busch didn't get fined, Ryan Preece shouldn't have gotten fined, because Ryan Preece didn't intentionally, like he didn't pull a Kyle Busch and
Yeah,
intentionally wreck Ty Gibbs. Strange stuff. That's neither here nor there. Doesn't matter, because we're on to
true.
Watkins Glen, going up to New
Mm-hmm.
York. Back to road course racing. Um,
Yeah.
Not ideal. Not ideal for my boy. But Carson Osvar got his
Mm-hmm.
first Cup Series top 5 at Watkins Glen. So you never know.
Could be.
I think he's doing the Truck Series Friday. Cup Series Sunday.
Truck Series Demon right there.
Facts. But there's another gentleman driving a Spire truck this weekend. This Friday. Connor Zilic. He's driving a Spire truck
Oh
this
yeah.
week. He's also doing all 3 races. Same with Shane Van Gisbergen. They're the favorites in each race. Literally every race they're in, they're the favorites because they
Mm-hmm.
are the best at road courses in each series. So that's pretty sick for them. I think one of them two will. Both of them, I think, will win one of the races this weekend. It just doesn't matter. It could be Truck, O'Reilly, Cup. One of them will. Connor Zilic had the best car at Circuit of the Americas and got spun out a couple times. So maybe he'll have the best car again and not get spun out. So that sucks.
Mm-hmm.
What are you thinking?
I mean, I know what's it called? SVG. He's the favorite to win. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, he's obviously pretty good at these road courses. So I think he's like plus 125. I actually like Connor Zilic for this race. He's like my favorite to win. I think he's like second. He's like plus 285. I mean, obviously, I would like to see Ryan Blaney win, but he's just. I mean, this is not for him. He's like plus 2200.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, my pick for this one is, I say Connor Zilic. I think he could win this one. Dark horse pick for me, if I like had to have one, which I was like looking a little bit, Michael McDowell. Um, Michael McDowell plus 2200 on it, but he's had good placements over the last like few years.
Mm-hmm.
Last year, I mean, top 20. And then 2024, he had a top 10. 2023, he was 36th, but it's because like he had an electrical failure late
Yeah.
into the race, so he just fell. But he's had like top 15, top 10 like placements, and I mean, this could be his final, you know, up, and he gets his win here. But those are my two picks: Connor Zilic as my favorite, and then Michael McDowell could be dark horse.
I like the Mike
See,
McDowell
could
shout.
it could be top 5, could be
He
one.
he
We'll
was
see.
I think he was P5 at Circuit of the Americas. He was the only Spire driver that. Okay, well, Daniel Suarez had a really good race, but pit strategy cost him the entire thing. So
Mm,
really, any of the 2 Spire drivers, I'm not going to count out Carson Osevar, but besides Carson Osevar,
yeah.
could be dark horse picks. Daniel Suarez, he runs this, man. He knows how to do a road course very nice. Same with Mike McDowell. Carson just needs work on it, young guy. But I think Carson's like plus
Yeah,
5,000.
Carson's
Woo-wee!
like plus 5,000
And he's actually doing
here.
dirt racing tonight. But he just posted and said they got their ass kicked. So they're going to work on the car and see what they can do tomorrow to make it better. That's what he said.
Mhm.
Just checked his Instagram stories. That's why. Yeah, I mean, unless Tyler Reddick just wins this again like he did Circuit of the Americas. But I really
That'd be
do think
sick.
it's going to be SVG or Connor Zilic. Like, if this is Connor Zilic will get his first win surely on one of these road courses this season. So if it's not this
Yeah.
one, it could be San Diego. It could be Sonoma. I'm not sure what other road courses we have on this schedule here because Chicago's out. We're at Watkins Glen right now. I just said Sonoma. I think that might be it, which is nice. But
Could be, yeah.
Connor's pretty good. Like, he's making steps in the right direction, even on the ovals. It's just Trackhouse kind of sucks right now. So, sucks for them.
Mhm.
That's not my problem. It's not my problem. Spire Motorsports is up. Spire Motorsports is doing so good they're getting sued. How about that?
Mm.
How about that? We didn't steal no info. We didn't steal no info. We don't want no JGR info. We don't want no Joe Gibbs
You
info.
guys are just getting better.
Exactly.
Right. Ryan Blaney just got his like
Contract.
new contract. Yeah.
Don't
big
know how long it
baller.
is.
I
Don't know
guess
how long it is. Don't know how much it is. Don't know any.
they never give out the number.
Nope.
Never gave out the number. I just know he got a new one, so he's staying with
So I
Penske.
think
So
I think multi-year deal is like 2 to 3, 1 to 3
3.
maybe. Yeah, 2 to 3. I'm
Yeah.
assuming. Then long term is more than that, and I'm
Yeah.
sure Ryan Blaney's going to be there until I would assume at least 2032, 20. Yeah, he's been
Mm-hmm.
there since like
Yeah.
2012.
Yeah, he's been there for a while, as I
So
was seeing. I
that'd
mean,
be 20 years if he's there until 2032. Woo!
you're locked in. He's locked in. Hey, shout out.
He
He's
got there as
locked
like
in.
18, so he's gonna be like 38.
Hey, now I know for sure because I was low key weighing on it. Now I'm gonna for sure get some Penske merch. You know what I'm saying? Got to get the Ryan Blaney stuff. Now I know for
Yeah,
sure he's
they had to lock
locked
him
in with
down.
Penske.
They had to lock him down.
Gotta lock.
He's their premier driver. Like Cindric's good. Logano has not been running the same for the past couple of years, but they've been getting bailed out by the
Mm-hmm.
playoff format. So really, that 12 car is their peak. That's their peak. And if he was to go to like a Hendrick, that'd be way too much competition within his own team to be the best guy. So it's like Chase Elliott and
Yeah.
William Byron and Kyle Larson, and then why not just go be the number one dog at Penske?
Yeah. Be the guy.
Be the top dog.
Be the face. Yeah.
Exactly. So sick. NASCAR, awesome. Love it, love it, love it. My video today was about how can I watch F1, so don't know. Shout out Lewis
Yeah.
Hamilton. They're racing in Canada this weekend, so I'll be watching for Lewis Hamilton, even though the same two people have won every race this season. Like, come on. It's been
That should be fun.
it's been
Should be fun
Kimi Antonelli and George Russell. Woo! Teammates.
reading.
The teammates have won every race. Mercedes has won every race. So I'm
That's
supposed to be
crazy. See,
really
that's why
excited about this.
yeah, I don't know if I can watch F1 like that. I mean, if it changes or if like I don't know, cause like how can you get behind someone that like no, if I mean obviously I know you being a Carson Hocevar fan, you know obviously this year he got his first win, but I mean like my thing is just like how can you get behind somebody that like hasn't won
It just
or
won't.
anything like that? But I mean you just I don't know, you just lock down on somebody and then you just pray they win. I
If you
guess I don't
start
know.
20th in F1, there's no chance in hell you're winning that damn race. If you start 20th in NASCAR, there's a chance. There's genuinely a
Yeah,
chance.
you can act. Yeah, you can actually make
If you
that.
start in the frickin' back,
I
you
mean,
start 36th, 38th, you could still win. But God forbid you start 22nd in F1, you're screwed. So I think they're trying
hey,
to make regulations change so that you can pass more, and I think they're bringing back the V8 engine by 2030. Like, come on, make a move, come
yeah, I was gonna
on.
say, hey, look, you enjoy that journey of becoming an F1 fan, and if it looks fun, I might hop on the bandwagon or hop on just the fun of it. I
Like,
don't know.
pe-
Maybe I'll look into it because I'm like, I've thought about it, but I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know.
people like people win the championship like with like plenty of races to go in the regular season. Like I don't think there's a play. I don't think there's a playoff. Like people just win a race and win the championship, and you still have to do a bunch of races after. I
Well,
don't know how points work on. Okay, whatever.
yeah, shout out F1 for that.
That's gonna be a drag to try and learn. Just love me NASCAR. Just love my NASCAR, man. But yeah, sick NASCAR. One thing that's also going on still, obviously, a couple things still going on still. Naturally, it's the playoffs. We watched it last night. The NHL playoffs are alive and well, and there's no other team that is going to win the Stanley Cup besides the Colorado Avalanche. They are genuinely just the best team in the playoffs, best team in the league, most physical, you know, best offense, an amazing goalie, and really at the end of the day, it's going to be just the best team holding the Stanley Cup.
I mean, I can't like biasness aside. Obviously, Avalanche, they look amazing. Almost like every game, they look amazing. Even the obviously last night, getting that like last second just across
Oh, empty
a
netter,
goal.
nothing crazy, just an
Yeah,
empty
but
netter.
it looked. I mean, it's cool.
It's
But
cool.
like, they got elite defense, elite offense too. It's like, it it's kind of hard to go against them.
Hmm.
Obviously the Golden Knights are obviously still in the playoffs. They're going against the
The
Anaheim Ducks.
Ducks,
They're up 1-0. I think they're playing right now.
they are.
I think they're what like I think it's still going on.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Yeah.
the Ducks are up right
Ducks are
now.
up 1
That's
0.
nice. Okay, so I mean, I'd still think the Golden Knights end up just taking the series anyway, but more than
No.
likely, even if the Golden Knights move forward,
They're
my
getting spanked by
chance.
the Avs, dude.
Okay, spanked is crazy.
Spanked is the
I could
correct
see them.
term.
No, not spanked. I could see them winning in like in six.
Okay. So if the Dallas Stars couldn't hang with the Wild, and the Wild can't hang with the Avs, where does that put the Golden Knights?
Can a man dream? You ever heard about can a man dream and just say like I'm saying the Avalanche are still gonna win. I just said like we're gonna take a few games.
Now,
A couple of games technically.
I, the only thing the Vegas Knights are doing is making Toronto look stupid for trading Mitch Marner. And Toronto's going to sit back and be like, hey, we have the first overall pick now, so that's pretty sick. Gavin McKenna's going to be a Maple Leaf, but that's the only thing Vegas is good for is Mitch Marner. Yeah, I'm just not. Literally, I mean, it's going to be Carolina versus the Colorado Avalanche in the Stanley Cup, and we'll go from there. May the
Yeah. I
best
mean
goalkeeper win.
goalkeeper win. You said Avalanche and who?
Carolina. That hurt.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. That's who I have technically for the Stanley Cup, and I do have Avalanche winning.
Yeah, I mean
Like if I had
it's
to like
just
predict it.
you just gotta
Hey,
have it.
look, to be fair, they're like overall, all around the best team. Like, I can't lie. They would have to be a crazy, like something crazy would have to happen for you guys not to win.
Mm-hmm.
Like, even getting to the Stanley Cup would be crazy. Not getting there would be insane.
Yeah, I mean that
It's
would be
like,
an insane joke job,
yeah, because the
especially
Golden, like,
2-0.
if I talk about the Golden Knights,
Mm-hmm.
like they have a pretty solid defense. And again, it's not as good as like Carolina's, but you know, again, they have a solid defense, but I think the biggest difference would be the offensive output. I think Carolina just has more explosive type of offense where it just they have a higher chance of scoring than I think the Golden Knights would. Plus, your goalie is crazy, like crazy good.
Scott Wedgwood's the man, and there's not many teams that would be able to win that absolute barn burner that was the 6-9 game, game one, Avs Wild. Um, but to be honest, if you don't have Scott Wedgwood, you don't win that game, and if you don't have the offensive production that the Avalanche do, you don't recover from having the Wild just bounce back like that.
Mm-hmm.
Also, the fact that the Wild changed goalies from game one to game two, and then the Avs struck so quickly. Like they sat there, and it was like, oh, maybe we can get some momentum if this goalie comes out hot. And the Avs struck within like a minute or something like that. They struck mad quick, and it just took all the wind out of the sails, and it was just a dog walk from there. Very physical. Nathan McKinnon just plowing Matt Boldy and Quinn Hughes. Don't make that face. He hit them very hard. Very physical. You just love to see it. I just love it so much. Unless the Sabres come out of the East. That's who. Sabres, Canes for the Eastern Conference Finals. And then I'm assuming, I don't know, I do really like the Ducks.
Oh, cool.
I mean, dude,
I mean,
they kind
I
of
have
they
I have
dog
the
walked to the
Hurricanes.
Oilers.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, my conference finals is like Hurricanes versus Sabres for the East, and then obviously I got the Hurricanes moving. Oh, yeah, the Hurricanes moving on. But I say like Hurricanes in six, so I do think Sabres take games. Um, it's just like I feel like it's such a cop out to be like in game six because like obviously you're trying to respect the other team and give them a couple games.
Yeah.
Um, but I mean like realistically, I see Hurricanes in six. I see Avalanche in six, maybe seven if Golden Knights really lock in.
Really think so?
Well, you already said it. Like you think you were just you're. Do you? What is your prediction on that? Right? Because I assume you have. Well, I don't know because you were thinking about the Ducks. It sounds like you think the
I
Ducks
don't
are beat
know.
the
It's
Golden
just the
Knights.
Ducks they're kind of buzzing.
I'm not saying the Ducks are bad. Like they're up right now, so
I
like
think
they're
the
good.
Knights are
Like they're a
awesome. I
good
think
team.
they're a really good squad. Um, I mean, it's playoff hockey. Everyone's going to be good, especially as you get towards the conference finals and conference semis. Um,
Hmm.
listen, they're in Vegas right now. If the Ducks can take one in Vegas, go back to Anaheim, which is a sneaky great playoff atmosphere. Um, I don't know. Maybe if they take
It's,
both of them in Anaheim, even I don't know.
I mean, if they take both in Anaheim, I mean, if the
Even
Ducks
if it
get
goes
both home
back to
wins,
Vegas 2-2, then like this could be going to 7.
it gets a little scary. I feel more confident, obviously, if the Golden Knights take one in Anaheim, but I already have like the feeling that like it's not gonna go that way. I feel like they're end up just gonna
So
like
I want to know who
losing
scored.
two. Like I could see this going to a game 7. I just think the playoff experience matters a lot, or not a lot, but like it matters a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
So I think
Let's check the team
it's because
stats
like a
right
lot
now.
of it is just like Anaheim has a really good offense, like obviously, and then Vegas has a pretty like well structured defense. So it's obviously which one do you value more?
Yeah.
Um, I just I'm obviously a little bit more biased with it, and hoping the defense locks in a little bit more and can score better.
And they have
But
14 shots on
I
net
mean,
right now, no goals, and the Ducks have 18 with a goal. So I mean, it's not that lopsided. It's just goaltending, I
they just
guess.
got one.
Yeah, it happens. I don't know if it was on the power play or anything. Um,
Um,
but
I don't know.
I don't know. It's gonna be Avs versus either the Canes or the Sabres. That's literally all I can tell you.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I do think it's gonna be Avalanche versus Hurricanes at the end of the day, and I do think if Avalanche makes it, I think they win regardless.
It's a
Um,
no-brainer.
yeah, because like realistically, obviously, if you guys make it to the finals or to the Cup Stanley Cup Finals, I think you guys win. I think if the Golden Knights make it, and
They
whoever
lose.
they go against, whether it's okay, hold up, I think if they go against the Hurricanes or they go against Buffalo, then I think it'd be a better series. I, cause like, I have you guys beating Carolina in like 5 or 6. Um,
It just helps when you
but
have the best in the league. Like you have the best defenseman in the league in Kel McCarr. You have one of, if not the best players in the world in Nathan McKinnon, and you have a top tier goalkeeper, and then
yeah,
you have a coach that's been there before, and Jared Bednar, so that's pretty sick. You have a world class captain, Gabe Landeskog. When he's buzzing, everyone else is right there with him. He brings the team together, even if he's scoring, if he's not scoring.
yeah,
So yeah, Marty Necas is amazing, and the team's depth is amazing too. That's also another underrated part. The team's depth is incredible. But yeah, anyways, we're winning the cup. That doesn't matter. On to the NBA playoffs because they're getting
love that. Always
somewhat
love talking about
interesting. I
NBA.
guess they're getting somewhat interesting. The Knicks
Yeah,
scrape out a win today, and then
yeah.
the Timberwolves are getting shellacked by the Spurs. Kind of
Mm-hmm.
seems like the Spurs are getting right back on track. Everyone kind of
Yeah.
expected them to take care of the Timberwolves, and then they come out and lose game 1. But hey, it wasn't that bad of a
I mean,
beating, though, was it? No, can't remember the
yeah.
score.
Well, like
Game
between the
1,
Spurs and the Timberwolves, I think they only lost by like
it
less than
was
10. It
single
wasn't
digits.
by
Yeah,
much.
um,
Yeah, it was because like +2, like Wemby had a triple double. I mean, it was 11 points,
12
12,
blocks.
no, 11 points, 15 rebounds, and like 12 blocks. Crazy. But
11
like,
points you can't have though.
I mean, he did mention though he mentioned like post game he was like, yeah, I put a more offensive energy on stuff that didn't help us win. And I'm like, did you miss 8 threes in a row? Or not in a yeah,
Just
technically in a row.
8.
He went 0
Yeah,
for 8. Yes, he did. But I mean, like right now, he has 14 points, but he has 12 rebounds and what is it right now? How many blocks? Let me take a look. He has 2 blocks. So like he's more, and he's only shot 4 threes. So I assume he's locking in more on scoring in the paint
Hmm.
rather than taking threes. So which is benefiting them because definitely like last game they missed a lot of threes. A lot of that to Wemby. But I mean, right now, yeah, it's 51 to 75.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
it's
bad.
going down. It's insane.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But
Um,
also at the same time,
mhm.
well, Ant's playing. Never mind. Ant's just he only played 18 minutes, but he's still
Yeah,
recovering from his injury.
exactly.
So
Which is crazy. I thought that was like a torn ACL.
yeah, I thought he was gonna be out for a while, but I knew Ant like he was gonna want to play. Like especially when you have the chance of going to the conference finals,
Hmm.
you're gonna want to play.
Yeah.
Um, so I think that series will change for sure if Ant can get healthy, stay healthy, and then obviously Ant in the playoffs is amazing. So obviously, and then Wemby's been playing at like an all-time level. So he just keeps playing like that. The series can, if Ant gets healthy, I can see this going to 7. If he can't get like healthy, by then I could see this going to still like 5 or 6. So it's still close. It's like a 1 game difference, but like I don't know because like the Timberwolves are really showing me that they're really an overall team.
Hmm.
Like they can actually get a win when like Ant's not playing as many minutes as like he usually would. So that's surprising. I do want to see how Rudy Gobert does this series against Wemby because like I gave Rudy Gobert his props against Jokic. Um, and I do think Wemby's a I don't know, it's hard to say that Wemby's a bigger challenge than Jokic because I still think Jokic is like the best player in the league.
Hmm.
But like
Wemby's difficult.
obviously Wemby is just an insane person to like imagine you have to guard. Like Rudy Gobert is not a small guy. He's obviously like 6'7", 2'3" or whatever. But Wemby's quick. He can take you to the like up court or I'm trying to figure out at the perimeter. He can take you to the perimeter
Hmm.
and like he's like a tall KD, a 7'5", 7'4" KD. So it's like kind of hard to for Rudy Gobert to have to guard that. So he has fun with that. Um, right now Rudy Gobert is like a minus 18 on the court. So that's doesn't sound like he's doing too well.
Having
Um,
some troubles.
so yeah, but I mean it's Wemby, bro. It's I just know that's just a tough task, bro. Like I can't even give him slack for that because like I don't think there's anyone in the league
It's
who can
12
guard
boards.
Wemby that well. So if they can figure it out, shout out them.
Yeah.
That series is gonna go well. The
Um,
Lakers and Thunder one,
they need Luca back so bad.
they do, bro.
Losing by
It's
18 is
like
honestly not even the worst they could have done, though.
it's not, but like when you think about having Luca back, like he would have got more than 18 points. So it's just like that. It's and then Shea had his like worst game. Like
Hmm.
he hasn't scored under 20 points since like was it last year or 2 years ago? Like he hasn't like since like May of like last year or the year
Yeah,
before, something like that. I saw something about that. But I mean,
but if
having Luca back,
his return's like
bro,
game
it's so
three,
important for him.
that's what it says. It says
Mhm.
like May 9th, which would be game three. Which, if you go down 2-0, like, pack it up, man. It's
Like it's super hard to come back from,
especially against the Thunder.
especially especially against the Thunder. You want to take one game at least in the Thunder Stadium like that. Like you need to,
If they take a
and
miracle
like
game and Luca gets back, then maybe we can have a conversation. But
it sucks right now. Like yo, I'm so sorry for Vanderbilt right now. And man, his did you see it? Like his pinky.
he's injured. Yeah, I didn't see it though. No.
Oh my, it's disgusting. Oh my, it's so bad. Like it genuinely, like I saw a clip. Well, I saw like the tiniest clip. His bone is actually out. It popped
Oh,
out
sick.
of his pinky because like he went to like block a shot and he tried moving his hand and it clipped the side of the backboard and like dude, it genuinely like it was bad. And then the Thunder's bench reaction. like showed, it was bad.
That's brutal.
So like, hopefully he gets better and all that.
Hopefully.
That's definitely lose a lengthy defender in Vanderbilt there.
Luka, like, bro,
Um, I don't
please,
know.
Luka.
I think for Lakers' sake, they need Luca back. And then, I mean, if you like, Luca's an X factor for the Lakers.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then for the Thunder, I mean, they just got to keep playing their same brand of basketball.
And they still don't have
Get the
Jalen Williams,
referees on
right?
your side, huh?
They don't have J-Dub?
No, that was my X factor for them. Like, if I had to have one for them, like I think J Dub's like they're still winning games without J Dub, obviously, but it's like
If he
obviously
was
I
back,
think
they'd be smoking the Lakers.
yeah they'd be killing teams. So like J Dub just needs to come back for them, and then like they'll be locked in. I mean, like he can literally take a seat back and show like it. He like there's no worries of him having needing to come back. Like maybe next round they're gonna need him. Obviously, whether it's Spurs or Timberwolves,
Mm-hmm.
they're gonna need him. But this series with the Lakers and Thunder, if Luca can come back and he looks like Luca, then I could see this going to
I just don't know.
6, 7 maybe. But like if Luca comes back and he's not Luca, or he's getting like locked up somehow by Dort or by somebody like Caruso or something, then it gets real scary. This could really be a 5, like a 5 game
I think we should just chalk it
series.
up to Spurs Thunder Western Conference Finals.
Yeah, okay.
Then we'll move
I
on
mean
to
the
the East.
East, like
The East is a
the
little more
Eastern
fun.
Conference is a little bit more fun. You got like what the Pistons versus the Cavs. They've taken one game already.
Yeah. The Knicks, though,
Um, Nixon, somebody,
might just go
bro,
for a sweep at this point.
dude, I seriously had the 76ers winning. I don't think they can pull another 3-1 comeback. I mean, it's 2-0, but like I don't see them doing that again. And the Knicks, like they looked good going into this series
Mm-hmm.
because obviously the last game they played against the Hawks, they killed them. And then first game against the 76ers, they killed them. And then this game, they win by like 6, but like they still played well. Um, I think it's unfortunate because like the game you get killed by, Embiid is there. Then this game you win barely or you
It's
lose
barely if
barely,
Embiid's not there.
and Embiid's not there. And like I'd like to think that with the Celtics series, Embiid getting back that changed the whole series. Now with here, you lose the game with Embiid there, and you like by a lot, by like damn, like almost 40,
Mm-hmm.
and then this game you lose by 6 without Embiid, and I'd like to think that Embiid is an X factor for sure for this team. Like I think if his availability and health is there, like he should play well against Cat. Because like Cat was playing so well, he was getting Andre Drummond and their backup center, in foul trouble within like the first half. Like they already had like 3, 4 fouls. Like it was getting rough for them.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but like I thought this series would be a lot more closer. I know this game made it seem like it more, but like it's because I think they have players that match up well against each other. Like a like I think VJ Edgecombe can guard Jalen Brunson well enough
Mm-hmm.
ish. I mean he's a rookie, so it's obviously Jalen Brunson's a you know a veteran guard. He can obviously play against a rookie guard, but like EJ's doing pretty well. Tyrese Maxey, if you get Jalen Brunson on him, Tyrese Maxey scoring like almost every time. And then you got wings like Kelly Oubre and Paul George going against the likes of OG and McCall or whatever. Josh Hart's doing pretty well defensively wise. Cat's taking advantage when Embiid's not there. So I don't know. The series could play well if the 76ers play better, I guess. I don't know. But I mean, the Knicks are looking great. I mean, it's kind of hard
Yeah.
to not say the Knicks are going to win this like in 4.
Yeah. It's also hard not to have them as your pick representing the East in the finals.
Yeah.
Just kind of how I'm leaning.
Yeah.
Even if Detroit um, takes care of the Cavs, I don't know. I just can't trust Detroit in general. Like after
I
that
I can't
that Orlando
I
series,
can't
it's
either.
it's hard to.
Yeah, like
Even though game one they looked a lot more well-rounded than I think most games they had against the Magic. So good for them on that, but I just can't trust them, especially against the Knicks. So I'm gonna assume it'll be Knicks, Thunder, and the Thunder are just gonna repeat. So
yeah, I mean, I'm still gonna ride for the Pistons. Like I think they still beat the Cavs like in but at potential six because I do think the Pistons are a more well-rounded team
mm-hmm.
than the Cavs. Just because I think they have more continuity together. Like they just know how to play well better together. And I think they have a better depth than the Cavs, so I could see them winning in six as long as all the players play well, like Jalen Duren, like show up and everything. Um, and if it becomes Pistons versus 76ers, I mean, genuinely, if Pistons don't play like how they played against the Magic, sorry,
Mm-hmm.
then they play up to like what I think they can play up to. I still think this goes to seven, and I'm gonna hope that Cade Cunningham has an elite game or whatever, like for the game seven, and goes to the finals or whatever. So I still have my picks of Spurs versus Pistons, um, but it's not a like I don't feel great about it, but that's just I'm gonna
I
stick to that. That was my
I think for both these NHL playoffs and the NBA playoffs, we just got to stop overthinking and just simplify it to the best teams in each conference are going to be in this
uh,
in the finals. So like you have the
that's
Canes and you
fair.
have the Avs, boom, finals. You have the Spurs and you have the Knicks, boom, finals. I know the Pistons on paper are the one seed, they might be the best team in the East, but they're not playing like the best team in the East right now. The best team in the East is the New York Knicks. They're playing like it. Um, and it's like I'm not going to overthink this. I'm just gonna, until I'm proven wrong by the Detroit Pistons or by the Spurs. Which listen, the Spurs playing like the second best team in the West.
Mhm.
Um, and we know what happens when the Spurs and OKC match up. The Spurs do their thing.
Tend to win.
They do their thing.
Yeah,
Um, but until I'm proven wrong about both of those teams, I'm just going to simplify it and
that's
say,
fair.
hey, you and you, two best teams, you're going to be in the finals.
That's fair. That's fair. I think the only way I could see it changing your mind Pistons wise is if if Pistons like would would it change your mind if Pistons like destroy the Knicks first game? Like if they get to the conference finals,
I'd think
they
about
kill
it,
them by
yeah.
30.
Oh, I would think about
Okay.
it for sure. But again, getting
You
boat
have to see
raced
it.
in a game one, like you can't. It happens.
That's fair.
Like the
That's
76ers
fair.
got
That's
boat
fair.
raced in game one, and they came back and lost by like six in game two. It's basketball. Now if they go down like 2-0, then I'll be like, oh, okay, well hold on now, because that means
All right.
they'd have
Because
a
like
lot of momentum.
obviously it's gonna be in the Pistons arena. Like if it's Pistons versus Knicks, it's
Mm-hmm.
gonna be Pistons obviously first two games over there in Detroit. Um, but I don't know. I hope the boys pull through to beat the Cavs first, get past the Cavs first, and obviously worry about looks like the Knicks. Um, but same thing with like the Spurs. Got to get past the Wolves. You're down 0-1 technically for right now, even though like they're up right now by 30 um in the third, but still got to get past the Timberwolves, and then you gotta pretty much like even if you get past the Timberwolves, just like the Spurs do, like your finals pretty much is the Thunder in the conference finals. Like you feel way better if you knock out the Thunder than you do being in the finals playing against whoever the East team is. Not to discredit the Eastern teams, but like we just know that like the Thunder is like the championship type level game already. So um I mean gotta see how it goes. Um but like obvious picks would be like Thunder versus Knicks or Spurs versus Knicks.
Yeah.
So we'll see though. I mean it'd be crazy if it ends like somehow ends up being like Lakers versus Knicks or Timberwolves versus 76ers or
Mm-hmm.
like it's weird finals, I don't know. But obvious picks. Thunder and Knicks, Spurs versus Knicks depends.
Hmm.
But
I'm not sure.
yeah, I mean that's. I don't know if you have any more opinions on that on the playoffs.
No, I don't know. I've said it. I've definitely said it on here before. It's just like the NBA hasn't been hitting as of late, and maybe it's because my team freaking sucks. And um, I'm not too thrilled about the future of our team. I'm not too thrilled about
Oh
much
yeah,
that's
no.
going on with the Bucks. And Taylor Jenkins can say all he wants. Uh, when you watch the Bucks, you're gonna be proud, buddy. I just had to survive Doc Rivers. I had to survive um, Giannis trade rumors every year. I have to survive a lot. Okay, so just go out and prove it, man. And if you do, I'll be one happy camper. But
Yeah, no,
there's
the Warriors ain't in a better
zero
spot either.
future, zero anything.
Oh yeah, Warriors in a bad position too. Her and the owners had a talk, like a meeting, and they don't know still if Steve Kerr's like the future coach or whatever.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's me personally, I don't think so. Um,
Really
but yeah, I'm done with Kerr. I'm just done with him. I
interesting.
think his rotations are bad, and then his choosing of what players are untouchable for the last few years have
Has
genuinely
been
made me
shaky.
so irritated. Um, Pods being off the table genuinely blows my mind. Um, him choosing Pods over Kaminga,
Jack Harlow.
yeah, bro. Choosing Jack Harlow over Kaminga, the I don't want to say his nickname, almost did. But
The
John,
chum bucket, if you will.
yes, somewhere around those lines. He's doing well over there in Atlanta, so that sucks.
I mean, really,
We've
the
had
change of
opportunities to
scenery
get
was
good.
needed, though.
I think change of scenery it was needed only because the scenery he was in Golden State, they wouldn't let him play well. Like he messes up, he's all straight on the bench. Like they didn't give him really like too much opportunity. Like they just didn't. So Pods though, they'll give like so much opportunity to. Like Jesus Christ, I don't know what they see in him. This dude just cracked 30 points this year. Um, yeah, first time ever. He's gone every single point. Like since he started in the NBA, he's had every single point from 1 to 29. In this year, he finally got his first 30-point game.
Wow.
So yeah, but um, yeah, I don't know. Both our teams are in like pretty bad situations. We both still have like top 5 level players, top 10 level players, and everybody else is
We have a top
currently
3 level player. Giannis is like the third. Yeah,
yeah, like
third best in the
yeah,
league, pretty much.
you still have Giannis, bro. So like Giannis is
We're
still
wasting out.
freaking amazing.
Oh, top 5 though would be like Ryan Rollins, or
So moving on, right?
maybe
Um,
maybe Thanasis, maybe um Kyle Kuzma.
this is in the NBA. You're talking about top 5 in the NBA.
I'm
Yeah, bro.
trolling. I'm
So
trolling.
moving on to the next topic, right? Moving on to the next topic. We're gonna talk about UFC 328. Oh my god. Both got fights that we're both interested in.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm somewhat of a UFC casual. UFC fans love throwing around that term. God forbid you know a dude that's like 1 in 10 or like 1 in 1 in the UFC, and
Yeah.
they just came from whatever promotion they were at, and you don't know them and you don't know much, and you want to see people punch and not wrestle, and they're like, "You're a casual. Stop watching."
Oh my god, bro. I can't stand that whole thing of like, if you don't like the wrestling of UFC, you're not a real fan. You're just a
Now
casual. And I'm like,
here, whoa, 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 stop. Full stop. I remember a fight we watched together where you
wait, wait, wait,
actually
wait, 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 wait,
commend
wait,
you
wait,
you were
wait, wait,
super happy that the
wait.
wrestling happened during a BMF fight between Max Holloway, one of my favorites of all time, and one of your favorites of all time, Charles Oliveira. Where Charles Oliveira
Okay.
sat there on top of Max Holloway for 25 minutes, And you sat there and you were like, actually, this is really smart. And I was like, no, a BMF fight is where you're supposed to literally kill each other. You want to kill each other. And then when Max
Okay.
Holloway points at the ground, what does Charles Oliveira do? Just hugs him. You can't even give him that last 10 seconds to try and stand and bang. You're a poser. You're a wuss. That's why you got
Okay.
your chin rocked by Ilya.
Wow. Dude, didn't. All right, you know what? Right. It's
Everyone's
not
gotten
like
their
it
chin
has
rocked by
neither, right?
Ilya.
Yeah.
Which
Say didn't
1 month
actually.
until the
Okay.
White House card.
I know that one. Definitely got to talk about that one whenever it comes up. But no, okay. So, right, that's fair. I was excited for that fight, and yes, was I rooting for Charles to win? Yes, was I being a fan of the wrestling? Yes, but that was strictly a lot of it because I wanted to see Charles win. Um,
Fake BMF.
and okay, let's stop. Not fake BMF.
It is.
He's not a fake BMF.
BMF should be like a stand and bang fight
Not.
only.
He's not. He's not. He's genuinely not. He's genuinely not. Did I? Am I the biggest fan of? Like I said, I'm not the biggest fan of wrestling. Obviously, he had to do it to win. I mean, like I don't know what to tell you. He's like obviously
He
BMF
had
is
to do it to
stand and
win.
bang, and like obviously past champions have been people who just throw hands, and obviously Oliveira is not the stand and bang guy. So fair enough. If you want to say he's not really a true BMF type level champion, if you compare him to other past previous ones, that is fair. However, he's still the champion. He's still a BMF champion. I mean, if I don't really care, okay? He's got it. He won it. I don't. In general, I don't like wrestling. Whole wrestling, like wrestling first or like wrestling the entire fight is boring. Unless I'm a fan of you, then you get a buy. Then you get a buy. Sorry, I'm biased. I'm a biased guy when it comes to like if you're a guy I like genuinely, Carlos Oliveira is like one of the only wrestling like UFC fighters that I like. Like I like everybody else is kind of like stand bang guys. Like the co-main event, my favorite current UFC fighter, that is a stand and bang guy, Joshua Van. So
Yeah, we'll get to
we're
him.
gonna get into that.
We
We'll
should
get to
just
him.
we'll just start at the bottom, go to the top, because
Fair.
literally,
LA.
dude, King Green, Jeremy Stevens. Haven't watched a single one of either of these guys' fights. Probably, might have,
I've
maybe.
seen one. I've seen one Jeremy Stevens fight.
Let's see what
No,
cards have
no,
this guy
I'm not
have
gonna.
these guys fought on here. Let's see.
I
Let's see.
mean, what I was reading, right, and what the little bit of knowledge that I have is that um King Green supposedly has like a weird fighting style.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how far that will go, because I don't even know how he fights for real, for real. And then Stevens, what the one fight that I caught, he's very like he's like a stand and bang guy. Like he throws powerful punches and stuff
Okay.
like that. Um,
King Green got
but
round one TKO'd by Mauricio Rufy, UFC 313. Um, his last fight was February 28th against Daniel
wait, is he the one who
Zellhuber.
got roundhouse kicked?
Maybe.
Like there was one there. I feel like it might have been him. Like he got like wait, King Green round, or I might be thinking about somebody else
Yeah.
because like some guy. No, that's what you're talking about, Mauricio Rufy. Yeah. So King Green, that's the fight I no, that's not the fight I watched, but I saw the clip. He
Mm-hmm.
got knocked out with a roundhouse kick that to me when it looked like it, he barely got clipped. Oh no, I'm lying. Yeah, he barely got clipped on the like up here on his head. Dude, slumped.
Yeah.
So maybe that's where the unorthodox fighting style comes from. So yeah. I gave one strategy for Green, which was keep distance from
Mm-hmm.
Stevens, because like the one fight I saw was that like Stevens is really good at just being like when close, he's good with his hands. So like he'll just keep throwing them. So if in Green, I think he's heavier. Like obviously you got to be in the weight limits or whatever, but he's
Mm-hmm.
like a little heavier. Um, so I'd say keep the distance. Stevens obviously his probable strategy is to keep it close. I heard he's good with his legs, like leg kicks. So
Yeah.
uh, that's kind of like it. Close the distance, kick his legs. Green's legs look kind of weak. They look tiny, so go for him, I guess. But I heard Green. I saw that Green was like the favorite to win.
Yeah, he
He's like
is. Well,
minus 325.
Jeremy Stevens
No, yeah,
has
huh?
one win in his last 10 fights.
Yeah,
Um, and his last victory was in 2018 against Josh Emmett. Um, so he can provide offense, but there's a lack of defense, and he maybe
yeah.
leg kicks might be good, but his footwork allegedly is not great. Um,
Close the totem, just
yeah, exactly. King
close the
Green,
totem. I saw it, like,
his last fight was he knocked out that Zellhuber guy. Um,
mm,
he's allegedly just doing read ups. Allegedly faster than Stevens, and he can wrestle if need be.
yeah. That's
Yes. So I'm just gonna take King Green. I'm literally gonna
yeah,
not
that's
think
what I
much
did too.
about it. I'm just not gonna think much about these fights.
Literally nothing. I said Green by decision. I think he'll just end up keeping that distance and probably just
I got him by TKO.
out cardio him. Like I
Just
think
TKO.
Green. I'm pretty. Yeah, he's
Give
just
me
gonna end
just
up just.
yeah TKO.
Just avoid the leg kicks, gang. Like to the face. Clearly, you
Leg
can't have
kicks to
it.
the face. Okay. Then next fight we got Sean Brady versus Joaquin Buckley. Joaquin Buckley is always
This one
fighting.
I'm actually like. I'm like slightly excited for. Like slightly just because I like. Weird. Okay, funny enough. I like Sean Brady. Not a lot. Obviously, he's a wrestling guy,
Funny
so
enough,
it
yeah,
makes it a little
exactly.
boring.
I was about to say, I was like, oh, I like Sean Brady.
Yeah,
He's
he's
a
a wrestling
freaking
guy. He's a
wrestler.
wrestling guy. But he has had moments where he tries to throw punches. He just ends up reverting back to wrestling. But I mean, those are like certain moments where I'm like, oh, that's cool, and then he reverts to wrestling, and then it gets a little boring. But Buckley, I like Buckley though. Buckley's that dude, explosive. He's just an explosive, power punching guy. So
Yeah. His takedown defense and like grappling isn't the best though for Buckley. So I just expect Sean Brady to massacre him on the mat.
yeah, yeah. I remember, I forgot what fight it was. It might have been the last fight Brady had. He just decided not. I think it was against Morales or some
Yeah,
like who
yeah,
was
he lost
Brady?
to Morales.
Yeah, he just decided not to wrestle. So Brady, know your strengths. Go ahead and just wrestle, gang. Buckley's not that, like you said, he's not that strong with like his takedown defense. So if Brady can just get early takedowns, tire him out, he'll probably just end up winning rounds just because like
Mm-hmm. Just control.
take yeah, just controlling everything like that. Buckley, the only way you don't you don't lose this is obviously stop the early takedowns if Brady decides to go with that,
Mm-hmm.
and then stay on your feet. Let the fight like make sure the fights don't get on the ground. That'd be the only Buckley wins, to be honest. But I do have Sean Brady winning this. He is the favorite again, also. Um, I assume by decision. Like I think he'll just tiring him out.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna submit unless he like suffocates the guy, which would be crazy.
Yeah,
All right, we're in concurrence. Heavyweight bout next. I do like heavyweights.
big boys love the big
These
boys
boys
fight, man.
rock. Alexander Volkov, who is literally 6'7", which is insane.
Yeah, he's a
Um,
huge.
and Waldo Cortez Acosta. Where's
Mm-hmm.
Waldo? He might be on the mat
You know, I did
on
a project.
Saturday. You did a project about Where's Waldo?
Yeah, I
Or your
did back in
project
middle
was
school. I
found
actually
him.
went to bro. I forgot how the project went, but like I actually went to the regional science fair with that. Which
What
yeah,
science
no,
is there in Where's Waldo? It's a dude in a striped shirt.
no. I promise you, if I can find out how this like what I did for the science project itself, I'll tell you about it, bro.
So I,
But
I,
like I
I made a
genuinely,
formula to find the red and white striped shirt.
bro, I swear to God, I don't know how I made it, but like I had meant to. Oh, I got like participation award once I got to the regional
Ah.
science fair. But like I had made it there at least with that one,
Judge was
so I
like,
was like,
how
oh
the
shoot,
heck did this guy get here?
oh the.
He has
No,
just
generally my mom was
5
like,
Where's Waldo books. And he's telling us to find them.
but my mom was like, yo, how did you make it? Like what? Like, and I was like, I don't know. Like I remember doing that project, and it was like last second idea because they were like, okay, you have to submit an idea for a science project at this time and then do the project, and I was like,
Genuinely, what's the science in Where's Waldo? I can't even think about it.
well, once I figure that out, I will let you know.
Yeah,
Like I'm
please.
not gonna lie.
That's insane. Um, uh, let's oh yeah, Volkov and
Volkov
Acosta.
and Costa. Big boys wrestling, man, are just fighting. I
Waldo
love that.
has 3 straight knockouts,
Yeah,
but his wins are a
yes, he
little
does.
shaky on like who they're actually against.
Hmm.
Because it's like Derek Lewis
Yeah, no, they've been. Yeah.
and
Oh
Spivak. Those are his best wins.
God, man, Derek Lewis fight. I'm so sick about that.
Uh-huh.
He lost bread on that.
We did. Yes, we did.
Yeah, there's bread on that one.
I just like Derek Lewis.
Um, I love Derek Lewis, but yeah, I think Volkov is like he's pretty good at kickboxing. I'm pretty sure, right? Like that's his like main strength. Like he's a kickboxer. And then Waldo is just a power boxer,
He's just a
dude. Like he
big
just love
boy.
to throw them hands. Big boy who loves to throw them hands. So it's obviously about like technical striking versus just straight power. Um, so that would be like kind of like the fight or whatever. Um, like I said, Volkov is more of a technical striker. So obviously his whole like strategy would be like using being technical with his striking, using jabs and front kicks and all that extra stuff. Keeping a distance, I think it won't be that hard for him because like he's obviously a longer, taller guy. So like keeping distance with Waldo would probably benefit him a lot more. Um, and with Waldo, obviously, brother, you just gotta set up that one hit and just like throw a crazy like overhead punch or something. I don't know, just
Hmm.
like I think for Acosta to win, it obviously would take a knockout. Because like I think if it goes the distance,
Yeah,
I lean Volkov.
for sure.
Because like that's for me, like my winner, even though Waldo's had his like 3 straight knockouts, I lean Volkov winning this by decision, and that's just because I do think he'll keep the distance and keep the
Yeah.
whole fight going longer. But what I love for to see if Waldo get a knockout KO second round, knockout, that'd be fire. I'd
Hmm.
jump out my freaking seat here,
I
but
think
um,
Volkov's just he has the range, and if it's a purely striking fight, he's better. Um, it says like there's a thing. It was he's only been knocked out twice in 50 professional fights, and both of them were
mhm,
before 2019. Um,
yeah,
just because of his pure height advantage and his reach, he'll be able to keep a distance. Probably just like jab his way to a decision victory.
yeah, because like I know Waldo's gonna want to close the distance because like I do think
He
Waldo's
can
more
get popped
powerful,
if he
like
does that
power
though.
wise, like than Volkov. So like I think he'll just as like Waldo comes up, he's gonna just jab him or like obviously like play back more so he doesn't the distance isn't close because like
Mm-hmm.
if it ends up being like that where like if they get close and like they start playing on the fence, I can just see Waldo just throwing them like uh those kidney punches or whatever, just throwing punches. But I like I said, I still have Volkov winning this. Like if he plays it the correct way, for himself, then obviously I do think he wins by decision at the end of the time. At
Yeah,
the end of the day.
I think we still got him on that. All right. Now this is the fight that you are most excited for.
Yes, I'm
I'll let you
excited
take the
for
floor for that.
um Joshua Van versus Tatsuro Taira. Hopefully I
Yeah,
pronounced his
couldn't
name
tell you.
right. That dude's freaking awesome too. I know I'm a huge fan of Joshua Van. I love him. He's fire. Short King. Flyweight championship fight. Um, Joshua Van. very good explosive boxer. That's love that he loves to throw hands. He picked up that one fight against Brandon Moreno, like last second, like last couple weeks, won that fight, which that guy Brandon Moreno was number one or whatever, which then led him to go against um the champ. Oh my God,
Pantoja?
Alex Pantoja. Jesus Christ, that's on me. My bad. Which would have been a good fight. So sorry for Pantoja. What happened to his like shoulder arm or whatever that just looked ugly. Um, but this is gonna be Joshua Van's first defense.
And
You
he's an
know,
underdog, I'm pretty sure.
again. Yeah, he is. He is the
It's good
underdog,
value.
blew my, which blew my mind. Because I'm like, wow. So we just don't believe in him. That's fine. Because to be fair though, um, Tatsuro is very good. This dude is 18-1. Obviously last fight he won. He's 2 inches taller than Joshua Van, 2 pounds heavier than Joshua Van, has a longer reach than Joshua Van, and his legs are uh 3 inches longer.
And
So
he's an elite grappler.
elite grappler. This dude is
And that's where
so
the
good at
issue
grappling,
lies.
and that's where I'm really worried about too with Joshua Van, because like I don't think he's been tested that well with an elite grappler like Tatsuro. So I'm really worried about that because I think if it gets to the ground, I assume Joshua Van has been working on grapple defense. Obviously it can only be so good because like I think Tatsuro is one of the better grapplers in
Yeah,
the flyweight division.
it's world class.
Um, yeah, so obviously Joshua Van, keep it on your feet.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I assume Tatsuro is gonna want to do early takedowns, so try your best to defend it. Jesus Christ. Um, when it's on your feet, win those strikes, like those striking back and forth. Because if you don't win those, and then it gets to the ground somehow, there's like no way you win any rounds. Um, and then keep it like a fast pace. Like I think Joshua Van does well when it's like no lie when it's chaotic and it's like a fast paced
Yeah.
type of fight. If it's becomes methodical and slow, I do think Tatsuro, that's obviously his speed because he's a wrestler, so like that he'd benefit from that. And then obviously Tatsuro's whole strat: get him on the ground, wrestle him, tire him out. I do think Van's probably very conditioned well, but like still, I don't think his defense is probably gonna be that well unless he proves me wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Please prove me wrong. Um, but also Tatsuro needs to avoid probably the striking battles with Joshua Van. I think Joshua Van's one of the better boxers in the flyweight division. So if it gets to hands, I do think Tatsuro there could be a potential knockout,
Potential.
maybe.
Potential for sure. I think Van will have better cardio. Um, he lands 8.84 significant strikes per minute, which is nuts. But he also
Yeah,
takes
a lot of hits.
nasty amount of strikes per minute, like
A lot.
6.4 pretty much, which over a 5 round fight will build up. Pretty crazy. Um, and obviously, he is a champ because of what happened in Pantoja. I'm not saying it's fraudulent, but that narrative will follow him into this fight. So we'll see how he
Oh yeah,
backs that up. And the fact that he is an underdog, while yeah, he's the champion with what has all happened, but he's still on a 6-win fighting streak, and he absolutely crushed Royval and did let's see, it was yes, so Tara, I don't know. His only loss was to Brandon Royval, which Joshua Van absolutely he decimated
Bert.
Royval. So that should give some hope there. But if it goes on the ground, it could be. If it goes on the ground quick, it could be bad. But if Joshua
Yeah,
can take it into deeper rounds, um, make Tyra, dude, make T, man. Um,
yeah.
try and make something happen. He could get sloppy, make a mistake. Joshua Van can make something happen, maybe. So I think plus 145. I think that's what the line is at right now. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's plus 145.
I think that's great value. Um, and I would take that every dang day because I'm still going Joshua Van. Maybe not by
Thank
knockout,
you.
but it actually might have to be by TKO knockout.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Like I have Vaughn winning. Obviously, I say by KO because like if it goes to decision, he would have to have won the striking battle and played good takedown defense
Mm-hmm.
for it not to sway towards Tatsuro's way. Because like I feel like they really side with the whole like takedowns and like how much control time you have. I think they really like side with that more because like obviously it shows you dominate more in that fashion. But I like I said, if Van can keep it on his feet and actually have the striking battles with Tatsuro, I do think he could get that knockout, or he can at least TKO him where he's like Tots is not like blocking it enough and like they just call it there. So I could see that happening. I'm hoping it actually.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously we've been on the same page for literally every pick. Um,
I think we're
which I
gonna
feel like
differ on this one
yeah, we're gonna differ on this last one.
because the main event is filthy, bad human, non-disciplined. He's definitely disciplined as a UFC fighter, but he does miss weight on a couple occasions. Hamza Chimaev versus. I'm not going to say Sean Strickland's a good guy. I'm not going to say he's a good guy at all.
Really
But
not
he's
even
one of my favorite UFC fighters. He's wildly entertaining. I'm not saying I'd condone anything he says, but he's wildly entertaining, and I do hope he kicks the crap out of Hamza Chimaev because otherwise no one will be able to.
yeah.
He's kind of the last hope for the middleweight division. So, there's some things that Sean Strickland, let me get to my notes here, that Sean Strickland can do. And listen, Hamzat Chimaev will undoubtedly start this fight just trying to put as much pressure as possible on Sean Strickland, literally as soon as the horn rings for round one. He has pretty much done that for every opponent, and if Sean Strickland wants to win this fight, he's got to weather the storm for a little bit in round one and see if he can survive it. Maybe survive a couple takedowns. And Sean Strickland, if he wants to be competitive, he has to. I don't know. He has to kind of frustrate Hamza, maybe if that's the right. He has to just use his cardio to stay alive and drag Hamzat into deep waters, into championship rounds, and make it, some sort of striking fest, if you will, because Strickland usually gets better as rounds progress, and maybe I haven't watched enough Chimaev fights, but I feel like that isn't the greatest of things for Hamzat. To go into rounds 4 and 5 and whatnot. Obviously, he had his win against Drickus, which he had like 21 minutes of control, so he can go into deeper rounds, but what if he's not the one in control the whole time? What if he's having to try and create offense instead of just grappling the guy? So Strickland is a better striker, and we know he has cardio to go into rounds 4 and 5, because he's done it. He's won a championship. He beat Izzy. He had those fights against DDP where I do think he did win the first one. He definitely did not win the second one. The second one made me so angry. So yeah, it was Anthony Hernandez that he got beat by, I believe. No, he beat Anthony Hernandez. Sorry. He beat Anthony Hernandez, which he's a grappler. And he is he will get in your face pressure type guy, similar to Hamzat, but Chimaev is just a completely different beast because he is Hamzat Chimaev. He's terrorizing middleweight. So we will see if Hamzat can do it. I think Sean Strickland will win by decision. He will have enough defense and have enough cardio, jab, do his little teep kicks or whatever they're called, and he'll be able to call it a day.
His little like stance or
He has
whatever.
a shell.
Like,
He has a shell.
yeah.
Yeah, that shit's
Yeah. So
that's banger. Oh.
right. Hamzat, elite wrestling. I mean, pound for pound, one of the elite wrestlers in the UFC. I mean, I do think Strickland it has great boxing offense, and like I think he has decent to good like defensive like takedown. Like he can block it a good amount of times. Um, right with Kamzat, like you said, he's gonna push him and give that pressure early to Strickland. Um, he's gonna want to obviously wrestle probably the entire time because I do think Kamzat's obviously being a wrestler you gotta have good stamina. So like he's gonna want to wrestle all the time. Obviously, but Strickland, what he got to do, a lot of these guys who I've mentioned that are going against these wrestlers, got to stay on your feet, got to keep the distance where it's just striking wise. It's gonna be hard because like different with all these fights, you're not going against one of the best wrestlers in the UFC with Kamzat, so it's gonna be impossible to defend every takedown. So you're gonna have to go in the mud, and you're gonna have to try your best to defend it as well as you can, and not you know be stuck the entire time. But if Strickland can keep it at least a decent amount of time where he is in striking positions and able to throw hands, um, there is a chance because I mean Strickland's had those opportunities where like it doesn't look like it's going his way, and then like he gets like one good hit, and then he's just unloading them. So like it could go his way. Um, you really the biggest one is getting Kamzat to to strike
Mm-hmm.
rather than wrestle. Um, but I won't lie though. I still have Kamzat winning this. I
That's
mean,
fair.
he's like he has it is the huge it's the complete 180 difference. It's like minus 575 Kamzat, and I'm pretty sure it's plus 575
Imagine if
Strickland.
that plus 575
Um,
bangs. We know what Sean
bro,
Strickland knows what it's like to be an underdog, though.
I'm
That
telling you
fight
right now,
against Izzy was special, man.
bro. That's the fight I'm mentioning where like it didn't look like his way until he landed that one punch, and he was just unloading it, boom,
His
boom,
volume is
boom,
insane.
and I'm like, no, 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 dude, that was generally the fall for like Izzy for me, and I was
He
like,
needs to
no,
retire. Izzy
bro,
needs to retire badly.
dude, it makes me sad, dude. Once he retires, like, and that's over, I'm like, it made me sad.
I never really
But
cared for Izzy.
what?
I never really cared about Izzy.
Oh, that's
Thought he was a
fair.
little bit of a
Yeah.
cornball.
All right. Opinions, that's fine.
Entertaining for sure, but like, dude, when he got his like one win against Alex Pereira, and he did like he did that. I was like, bro,
Yeah.
buddy. What's the series at? What's the series at? Literally, what's the series at?
No, that's fair. That's fair. I like Pereira more than I do like Izzy.
And it got me fired up when Sean Strickland was like screaming at him during the end. He was like, "Ah!"
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. That fight was super entertaining. I was just really
Yeah.
sad to see like Izzy's like fall off really. But oh yeah, I see Kamzat winning this by decision. I would be generally surprised because I don't know what the number is, but like Kamzat by submission, I don't see that
Just get you
happening.
freaking fired up.
Bro, that fight was good.
Not condoning anything he says though.
Huh?
Not condoning anything Sean Strickland says though.
Oh yeah. But no, yeah. I wonder what the number is. I have to look at it later, but I do want to know what Kamzat by submission is, because like I don't think it happens, but I do want to see what the number is, and like if it's actually not, if it's not too bad.
I don't think it happens. No, it doesn't happen.
No, I could.
I'm excited for these fights though,
Definitely not high.
but it's not happening.
Huh?
I'm excited for these
No, for
fights, but
sure.
that's not happening.
No, I'm excited. I'm really excited for the obviously for the Joshua Van fight, and I'm excited for this Kamzat fight.
I'm gonna be sick when I
I
have to
think
watch Sean
Kamzat.
Strickland lose.
I'm hoping he wins.
Same.
Cause like,
That'll save
cause
middleweight.
like you said, literally, like if Kamzat wins this, like it could be another Pantoja like run where like, dude, you're gonna end up going against the same middleweights again and just beating them.
Yeah, there's just a couple divisions right now that are just kind of bad. I think
Yeah,
middleweight is kind of starting
maybe
to have
start.
that problem.
Middleweight used to be great.
Yeah.
Like it was, but then like people move up weight classes or whatever, and then like
Mhm.
people fall off. So
The ebbs and
does
flows
it,
of the
it,
UFC.
yeah, so that's unfortunate with the middleweight. I did really like that class, but starting to be just Hamzat all the way through. So I mean, like flyweight, I felt the same way about flyweight because Pantoja was just murdering
Hmm.
everybody. But obviously he got hurt. But I do think when he comes back, and like more than likely would be Pantoja versus Vaughn too. Um, I hope Vaughn wins because then it would prove that he would have won that first fight.
Yeah.
But it's kind of hard not to. It's kind of hard. I want to see that number. Like I want to see what the odds are because like I feel like that's gonna be a huge like difference. Pantoja like minus whatever, and then it's 180 like Joshua Van plus something. Like I think it'll be a huge difference.
Wow.
But yeah, some of these weight classes are just getting too one-sided, where it's just like the champion is clearly better than
Heavyweight's pretty
the
screwed
rest.
right now.
Heavyweight,
But
it's weird.
it needs to come back. I need Tom Aspinall to get back. Like, please, I love you, Tom Aspinall. Um, then isn't Pereira in heavyweight now, or is he?
Yeah, Pereira's in heavyweight now.
That'll be sick.
He's
He's
brother,
massive.
he's getting it, bro. He's gonna get that, bro. He's gonna get that belt. I really want it, bro.
I just want Aspinall versus Alex Pereira, but Aspinall still can't freaking see, man.
I know, bro. Dude, man. I know, like we're talking about these fights coming up, but I was really, like I think I mentioned to you, I was really sad about the Jiri fight or Hiri fight or whatever. So like that one made me sick. Like he should have won
I
it.
was in, I was in Fort Lauderdale, Miami area when they had like during that fight, and I went to the Hard Rock, and there were some people posted up in UFC shirts, and I was like, "What happened?" And they were like, "Yuri got his ass beat," and I was like, "No!"
No, bro. Made me sick, bro. Made me sick. See him just go out like that, cause like, bro, he was generally,
He's
bro was
fun,
fighting
man.
on one leg. Bro was fighting on one leg
He's
and
such a
ended up
funny
still
guy.
losing that fight. But
Well, that is the
that,
UFC.
yeah, that is a UFC talk. Do you want to do the mini game, or do you think we're
No, let's do it.
past that?
I don't care.
Okay, you want to do the mini game? It
We're
shouldn't
not
take
past.
too long.
We're not past.
Okay. I don't know if you. Okay. Right. Another mini game. Another keep three, cut five. As I love
Yep.
doing those. So it's a keep three, cut five, all-time athletes. So these are. It's gonna be
Any sport.
across any sport. Obviously, gonna be more focused on like the
Big,
main
big.
big four sports.
I got my
Um.
Homestead Miami pen for this one. Well, good
Yeah.
luck pen here.
It's actually funny you mentioned that because number one, you got, Messi.
He is my GOAT soccer player. And it's soccer. It's
Yeah.
not football. I just don't really watch this freaking sport. All right, Messi.
mean,
Sorry, you got to
fair.
be cut.
Gotta be cut. Okay, cutting Lionel Messi.
I
That's
can
fair.
only keep three.
I mean, yeah, you can only keep three. Next guy up, I assume is an obvious keep here. LeBron.
Yeah, I'll keep LeBron.
Gotta keep LeBron.
Just in terms of athletes in
Gotta,
general. Like his influence, his longevity. I'm not saying Messi doesn't have longevity. He's been doing this forever, but
yeah, I mean, like those
and
two
his
are
influence, I obviously he has
yeah,
worldwide influence, but LeBron is more impactful to me.
yeah. Like it all depends on how you want to view this list. Where it's like, are you going to talk about their careers? Are you going to talk about the like athletes themselves? Like, are they like athlete? Next guy up, you got a Shohei.
Oh, I can cut him. By the end of his
You want
career,
to cut Shohei?
he'd be on the keep.
That's fair. That's fair.
He'll be
Okay.
the best baseball player when it's all said and done.
That's hey, I've heard. Next guy up, Derek Jeter.
No, cut him. Derek Jeter's
Cut.
severely overrated.
Oh
I'm not
wow.
saying
Well,
overrated like he was bad, but like he's okay. Like he's
not,
good.
he's just not
No goat
as
talk.
great as what
Zero
I've
goat
heard
talk.
Derek Jeter for like when like even though I didn't watch baseball for the longest time, like I've always heard of Derek Jeter. Like that name always.
Yankee fans love and it just doesn't. I don't know. Doesn't. I'm also a Met guy, so it doesn't really.
Yeah, I was gonna say coming from a Mets guy, that makes sense.
I don't know.
He's mid. He's all
He's
right.
all right. These cuts are stacking up.
Yeah, I see that. You got 2 cuts, 2 keeps.
I have
Or no,
three
you have
cuts.
3 cuts.
1 keep.
3 cuts, 1 keep. My bad. Right, next guy up. Potentially another keep. MJ. Michael Jordan.
Not my goat,
Not your go.
but yes, I'll keep him.
You're gonna keep him. Okay?
If you put like
We have
Bo
one
Jackson
keep
on this
left.
list, that'd be sick.
Well, you already said his name. So Bo Jackson.
Dang it! I would have only cut MJ if Bo Jackson was, because Bo Jackson is literally one of the best athletes of all time.
Yeah. Multi-sport.
And I literally,
You still got
I said this the other day at work. You weren't there, but I
not
was
there.
talking to folks, and I said Bo Jackson is quite literally the best athlete of all time because what he
Yeah.
was able to do in both sports is insane.
Yeah. I was like, that's funny you mentioned him because like he was technically the guy after who was next, but since you already said his name, I was gonna say his name now. You got Bo Jackson. You got 2 names after
Oh
this.
my gosh, I don't want MJ on my keep anymore. Okay, Bo Jackson, I'll keep you. But when Tom Brady pulls up, I'm literally gonna do everything I can to get MJ off this list.
There's literally no way. You've already kept LeBron and MJ.
I know.
You've already cut
No, I know.
Ohtani.
No, I know. I know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Go ahead and say Tom Brady.
Okay, so you're gonna keep Bo Jackson.
Yeah, I have my keeps. Who am I cutting?
Right. Okay, so
I'm cutting MJ.
your 3. Yeah. Your 3 keeps. In your keep 3, cut 5 all-time athletes. You kept LeBron. You kept MJ.
I hate Michael
You
Jordan.
kept Bo Jackson. Oh, I mean, to be honest, those are not bad keeps. So, like, I mean, obviously this list though is like pretty stacked, regardless. But
I would take
did
Usain
cut.
Bolt over MJ.
You cut Messi, cut Ohtani, you cut Jeter,
Easy.
right? In your other cuts, you cut tripping. Tom Brady and Kobe Bean Bryant.
I'm fine with cutting Kobe. R.I.P. But in terms of all-time athletes, yeah, I'd only switch TB12 and MJ, and I'd be okay with that.
That's fair. That would be mine. Like it'd literally be LeBron.
I'm so
LeBron,
stupid for keeping 2 basketball players.
To be fair, yeah, low key. Because I would have kept LeBron, obviously Tom Brady. I mean, I know the list right now. I would have kept LeBron, Tom Brady. I would have waited for Tom Brady, and then I would have kept Bo.
It's just the fact that I had just had a conversation about Bo Jackson being like the best athlete of all time.
Yeah. You know what's funny is that if you didn't mention Bo, I would have mentioned Tom Brady first. Like it would have been in my thing. It's Tom Brady, then Bo, then Kobe.
Yeah, but then I wouldn't have been able to keep Bo Jackson. So
At 2, yeah, you would have instant kept. Well, regardless, yeah, you would have.
I would have been missing
You
one of
would
these
have lost out on
guys
either
because MJ.
Yeah, because you did keep MJ.
I'm scared of
I mean,
getting
MJ's still one of the freakish athlete. Just one played better in the other sport they played in more than the other. So, I mean, not a terrible list.
I'm just not
like-
a fan.
That's yeah. To be fair, like
I
that's
hate you, Michael
unfortunate.
Jordan.
That's unfortunate. Oh, I hate you,
I
MJ.
hate you, Michael Jordan. You've ruined my life.
Not like he's behind me right now.
Why'd I look
Uh,
behind me? The only
you,
people behind me are...
LeBron.
Now, if you said Caitlin Clark, or John Elway,
Oh,
or Nathan McKinnon, or Optimus
dude, you
Prime...
know
Optimus Prime what
who I
I'd
had
have
in
over...
mind? You know who I had in mind over Kobe? I had Peyton Manning. But
I'd have to cut even
like
Peyton Manning.
I was thinking I started going more in the route of like athlete, because like I also was gonna switch Messi and Ronaldo. Like I was gonna put Ronaldo there, but like I don't know if you were thinking
I
more
was never going
career
to keep a
wise.
soccer.
That's crazy. Ronaldo at 40 years
Although
old is
Messi is
still
my
playing.
GOAT. Like, Messi is my favorite.
Yeah, I
Inter
got Messi
Miami
as my
head is right there.
yeah. You're one of the part owners,
Yeah, I'm part
co-owners of
owner.
Miami.
If you had, like, Dale Earnhardt on this list, those are my...
I was thinking about
NASCAR
ripping
drivers
a
are my favorite
NASCAR.
athletes.
Dude, I was gonna put a NASCAR driver there. I was gonna put him over Derek Jeter. Like, I was gonna put Junior though. I was gonna put Earnhardt Jr.
I have 3 of his cars. His Xfinity car?
Or Jim Gordon actually. I think I was actually thinking about Jim Gordon over.
Stop. Jim Gordon is the Batman character. You're talking to an official NASCAR fan of Jeff Gordon.
My bad. Jeff Gordon. That's on me.
That's actually my GOAT. Like, I just have Jeff Gordon cars out the wazoo.
Yeah, Jim Gordon's a detective. Tell me.
You don't even know about my Jeff Gordon. That's my GOAT right
Do
there.
a money spread with all your Jeff Gordons.
Oh, they don't really spread that well. This one is the coolest, in my humble opinion. Nicorette.
Yeah. Gotta pronounce your syllables in that one.
Whew. I was like, dodging a landmine.
That's a cool car though.
Yeah, it's pretty sick. It's nicotine like patches, I think, and it's just funny.
Yeah.
It's just funny that would be in. And then this is the COT car. This is probably my favorite NASCAR, like my rendition of a NASCAR, like my favorite gen. Even though people didn't really rock with COT cars, they sure do miss them now because Gen 7 is a little brutal. Here we go, the old Monte Carlo. Love it, love it. Another Monte Carlo. And this one's pretty sick. A couple of these I got off Facebook Marketplace. It's just a red, white, and blue Pepsi John. So it's pretty sick. Came with a where'd it go? It came with like a hood. I don't know. Neither here nor there. Man, I love Jeff Gordon. It's my favorite guy.
On me, I said it.
Yeah, ever disrespect my goat again, you're getting slimed out.
Ooh, that's not very nice.
Yep.
But then again, that's on me. Like I should have known.
No, it is. Like you're over here referencing Batman.
Hands up accountability. That's on me.
When I'm genuinely a member of the Jeff Gordon fan club, dude. Also, shout out Homestead Miami Speedway for this lanyard. They gave us free goodies when we went over there for the tour, which was pretty sick. I'm excited for the championship. I really want to go. So if Homestead Miami Speedway is listening and they want to give me media passes, I'll gladly go. Or Daytona for the Coke Zero Sugar 400. Oh, I really hope someone from Homestead's listening.
Yeah, someone from over there, please.
Anyone from Homestead want to give me press passes, please?
Please.
I promise I won't camp outside of Carson Hocevar's hauler. I promise. I'll go interview other people besides him.
Yes. Everyone else will get interviewed.
I think it'd be cool. It'd be cool to do like a little story on like Connor Zilic because he's affiliated with the University of Florida. So it'd be pretty cool. I feel like that. Yeah. I'm not sure if that's been done. It probably definitely has, but maybe I'll go DM Jim Zilic since me and him are boys. Shout out Connor Zilic's dad.
You guys talk all the time.
Yeah, we talk all the time outside of the like 4 texts we sent to each other on Twitter 23 weeks ago.
Hey, some people don't have text backs from Connor Village, so
Well, it's not even Connor Zilic. It's his dad.
that's could be even more valuable.
Should I DM him and be like, yo, I'm really excited for him to win this week?
Yeah, maybe see if that one greens.
Be like, hey, Jim,
Maybe be like, oh, you
he's
know what? You
winning.
want to see him live in person? I'll get you. I'll get you in there, bro.
Brandon Spikes was actually 3:15. Was that the Vegas race? I think that was Vegas because there was like a lot of Gators went to that race, and they were hanging around with like Gator football players. They were There's a picture with Connor, Jim, and Brandon Spikes. Brandon Spikes is quite literally awesome Gator for all he does for the program. Look at Connor. That's like low-key second favorite driver.
Yeah.
Connor Zilic. He's the man. All right, cool. That was this week's rendition of the No Neutral Zone podcast. I went on a little tangent at the end. My bad. NASCAR does that to me. We all know that. We will be back next week when Connor Zilic has a Cup Series win under his belt. Oh! Unless Carson Osvar gets another. That's not happening.
Or Ryan Blaney gets
not
another.
happening. Not happening. Connor Zilic or SVG is winning.
Carson Hostevar is definitely not winning.
I literally said it wasn't. Oh. Okay. Atlanta he can win, and any super speedway he can win. We have
Keyword could.
Spire
Could.
All right. We'll see you guys next week.